easier than I thought. Perfect. I'll try to not keep you all away from your food for too long. But before we kickstart the meal, I just wanted to stand up and say a few words of thank you to everybody in this room. Firstly, thank you all so much for being here today to celebrate with Tim and I. We love you all so much, and we feel so full of love to have you all here with us. When people asked me before the wedding what I was most excited for, I always said looking around and seeing all of my favourite people in one place having the best time, and it has been even more magical than I could have wished for. So thank you all for being here. Extra special mention to our Australian bestie Gerard, who has flown all the way here from Australia. We love you so much. We are so grateful that you've made the journey. Next, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all the Beacon team who have made today possible. You've been phenomenal, all of you. Elliot and Grandma Jackie, thank you both so much for your wonderful readings. You both delivered them so beautifully, and it was an absolute honour. Sam, over there. I cannot begin to express how grateful I am to you for everything you've put into making our ceremony so special. Walking down the aisle was one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done, but seeing you there with Tim made the nerves fade away. As you know, you've always been more of a brother to me than a cousin, and watching you and Tim grow so close has been so beautiful. You are such a thoughtful and kind person, and we couldn't have thought of anyone better to marry us. Tim's best men and groomsmen, don't they look stunning today? Thank you all so much for being such incredible friends to Tim, not only today and on the run up to the wedding, but always. As we all know, Tim is usually such a calm and measured person, but when he had his third meltdown over his suits, I really appreciated the fact that you were all there to help pick up the pieces. Tim always prides himself on having such amazing friends in his life, and you are all such a testament to that, as are all the Weps, and we love you all so, so much. On to my gorgeous bridesmaids, don't they look even more stunning? You girls mean absolutely everything to me, and I am so grateful to have you all by my side today. I've always known that you were the most thoughtful people, and this was even more true when I found out what you had planned for my hen do. A Hannah-themed festival weekend in Bordeaux filled with all the Shrek paraphernalia I could have dreamed of. It was truly the most magical weekend, and I am so grateful to all of you for the thought, time and effort that went into planning it, and for all the hens for coming along who made the weekend so, so perfect. I also need to give a special shout out to Lottie, who sadly cannot be here with us in person today, as she has just become a mother to gorgeous Freddie. I've known Lottie since I was 3, and our friendship started off a little rocky when I used to push her off the path on our way to break time. However, after a very embarrassed exchange between our mums and a very timidly written sorry letter that was made to send her, we've been best friends ever since. She would absolutely love to be here celebrating us all in person with an Aperol in hand, but she is definitely here in spirit. Please could everybody raise a glass to Lottie and Freddie. We're so, so happy for them both. The Stampers, who I'm so lucky to now officially call my family. Nick, you've always been a little brother to me. You are such a caring and funny person. I absolutely love giggling away with you whenever we get together. Jeremy and Alice, seeing you both tie the knot was truly one of the most magical days. You're such a gorgeous couple, and I feel so lucky to have gained a new brother and a sister. Debbie and Alan, it feels so surreal to now officially be your daughter-in-law, as you have made me feel like family since my first time coming back to Sunnybank. I remember being sat on your old blue sofa as Tim answered the door to you, and I could hear how excited you were to meet me. From that moment on, you've always been the most perfect in-laws, and you've always been like second parents to me. Thank you both for not only being so loving and welcoming me into the family with open arms, but for making Tim the beautiful soul that he is. I'm so proud that I can now officially be called a Stamper. Another glass that I'd like to raise is to Grandma Jackie and Pappy, who celebrated their 61st wedding anniversary yesterday. You have both always been a constant source of love and wisdom in my life. When I look to the future and think of what a marriage truly is, you are both the inspiration. The reading Grandma delivered so beautifully earlier was really captured the essence of your relationship. And if Tim and I can build a marriage that's even half as loving, patient and full of joy as yours, we'll consider ourselves very, very lucky. Sadly, Grandma Joan and Grandad John can't be with us in person today due to health reasons. They'll be sorely missed, but we love them to bits and we'll be sure to celebrate with them very soon. My baby sister Lou, thank you for being such an incredible bridesmaid and sister. When you were little, I always used to call you my little twin, and now that you're so grown up, I couldn't be prouder of you. Benny, thank you for always bringing the vibes and good times. You're a beacon of positivity, and Tim and I genuinely love spending time with you. Shah, thank you. Thank you for always being there for me. You're not just my sister, but you're my first best friend and my lifelong partner in crime. You are one of the funniest people I know. Thank you to you and Ashley for bringing Louis into our lives. Watching you become a mum is one of the most beautiful things I've witnessed, and it is such an inspiration to me. Louis is so lucky to have you both as parents, and we are so lucky to have him lighting up our lives. Mum and Dad, how do you sum up 30 years of love into just a few minutes? The Sarzi household has always been overflowing with love and a healthy dose of chaos, and I'll forever be grateful for the childhood you have given us all. Your marriage and companionship has always been something that I've looked up to. Dad, you set the bar very high for what a loving relationship should look like. The way you love and care for Mum and put your family before anything else is so beautiful. Although I may not want to admit it, I also love your dad jokes and the way you never fail to get lyrics from for every single song. Watching you somehow mess up singing along to Happy Birthday every year is truly something to behold. However, one of the things I love most about you is how much of a softie you are. You always tell us how proud you are of us, which never goes unnoticed. So I wanted to take the opportunity today to let you know how proud I am of you. I couldn't have asked for a better dad, and walking down the aisle with you is something I will always cherish. My gorgeous mum, where to even start? You are the glue that holds our family together. You are so loving, kind, and you are truly the most selfless person that I know. So I really can hope that you'd sit back and enjoy today with an endless stream of wine and enjoy it as a guest of honour once your speech is out of the way. As you well know, the Sarzis are a big family unit. I still remember Lottie saying to me when we were 10, your mum is always pregnant. And she wasn't wrong. But I wouldn't change our big crazy family for anything. Oh yes, that said, it's not often we get the chance to have one-on-one time together. So having the chance to go wedding dress shopping with just you was so special, and I will always cherish our many visits up to Crystal Palace together. Last but certainly not least, thank you to my new husband, Tim. 2 years and 5 days ago, you asked me to marry you, and it was the easiest yes I've ever said. I'm sure most of you have heard our engagement story before, but for those who haven't, it was very touch and go as to whether we would make it to the isolated scenic spot that Tim had planned, when a couple of wild dogs, half the size of us, started following us into the pitch black desert. After 10 minutes, the couple of dogs had somehow multiplied into 10. And I think it was at this point Tim started imagining the Daily Mail headlines. Sunrise proposal goes to the dogs. Couple mauled before question could be popped. Fortunately, our panic subsided as the sun started coming up. However, the hot air balloons that we both expected to start popping up over the horizon did not. And we thought that we had somehow been extremely unlucky and chosen the one day the balloons were not in operation. It was at this point Tim decided to go ahead with the proposal anyway, and as he was going down on one knee, he slid down the side of a rock. In a panic, I tried to help him up, which when he didn't get up, I realised was him proposing. So in the moment, we were both so ecstatically happy that we didn't realise that the first hot air balloons had started coming up, and when we finally looked around, the whole sky was filling up with them. Tim, I think this story sums you up perfectly. You're so thoughtful, so kind, so adventurous, and you never fail to make everything fun. Even when we genuinely thought there was a very real chance of being attacked by a pack of wild dogs in the middle of the desert, you still made me laugh, and I never felt scared as I was with you. Thank you for always lighting up my life and for choosing me as your life partner forever.